Okay, so moving on to rule number 5 and rule number 6 in circle theorem. So for rule number 5, I'm going to introduce another part of a circle, which is called a tangent. So what's a tangent? So to build up to your understanding of tangent, I will just draw some line to refresh your memory very quickly. So let's just say this is my diameter, my center of a circle. So if I were to draw a straight line across the center, that's my diameter. If I would draw a line parallel to the diameter, that's my chord. Now remember, chord does not have to be parallel with the diameter. It can be from here to here or here to here. It does not matter. The rule is it's a straight line and it does not cross the diameter. That's a chord, all right? So, but if I were to draw a straight line to a point on a circumference, like for example, this line over here. Okay. So this line over here, we call it as a tangent, all right? We call it as a tangent, all right? So I'll write the word down. This line over here, we call it as a tangent. Now, there are few rules for a line to be a tangent, all right? There are few rules for a line to be a tangent, so I'm going to write this down over here. For a line to be a tangent, it must be a straight line. It is a straight line that Alright, the first criteria for a line to be a tangent, it must be a straight line that touches one point on the circumference. Okay, so you can see this line is a straight line that touches on one point on the circumference of a circle. Okay, so that's the part one of a tangent. The second part for a line to be a tangent, the straight line, all right, we must say the tangent there's the straight line, T. Okay, they is perpendicular to the radius. All right. So the second part for a line to be a tangent, it is a straight line. All right. Again, it's a straight line, and the straight line is perpendicular to the radius. So perpendicular over here means 90 degrees. So if I were to draw a radius over here, all right, and if you were to draw this diagram out, you will use your protractor to measure here this angle. You will notice it will be 90 degrees. So that's a tangent. All right, so that's a tangent. So the rule over here that we can share is angle between a tangent okay, so the rule over here is the angle between a tangent and a radius, it's always 90 degrees. Okay, so that's rule number 5 over here. All right. So rule number 6 over here, I'm going to use you're going to draw some few tangents also. So let me start with my first tangent over here. So this is my blue line. So I will draw a straight line over here. So it will look something like this. So that's my tangent, all right, which is touching the circle over here. And the line, the tangent, is perpendicular to the radius. So I know this whole thing is 90 degrees. Okay, and now I'm going to draw another tangent. All right, so I'm going to choose this point. Now you can choose any point you like, but I'm going to choose this point over here. And first I'm going to draw my radius first. And because I want to make sure that my tangent is perpendicular to the radius, so I'm just going to try my best to draw a tangent out of this. So it's supposed to be something like this. Okay, so again, that's my tangent over here. So I have two tangent line over here, right? I have two tangent line. So if you notice, there is a point of intersection here, so I will label this as a point. And what I would like you to do is to try to measure the distance from this point over here to this point over here, right? To this point over here. And you can, of course, take your ruler to measure this point to this point over here. All right? So you can pause the video, try to draw this out, and let's see what you will get. Now do remember that the tangent line and the radius must be perpendicular to make this true. Now you will notice that these two lines have the same length. They have the same length. So if they have the same length, we can improve our diagram by drawing some extra lines over there. So we can add on to this line and to this line over here. All right, we can add on to this line and to this line over here to indicate that they are the same length. So based on this, what is the rule I can write to represent this rule number 6 here? Okay, so let me write down the rule first. Alright, so that's the rule over here for rule number 6. So the length of tangent is referring to this point, okay? From a point to the circle. From a point means the intersection here. To the circle means to here. Alright, from a point to the circle. Okay? The length of tangent, which is referring to this. Alright, referring to this. That's the length of tangent. Alright? From a point, from this point to the circle, to this point, are equal. Okay? So use this information to your advantage when you are trying to solve questions, circle theorem question regarding tangents. Alright? So that's for rule number 6. Okay? So again, take this rule, practice out in your worksheets, in your quizzes to enhance your understanding on applying the rules of circle theorem. Okay? Thank you.